Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's April 2nd, 2025. Looking out at the Pioneer Mountains. Our snowpack is slowly melting away on all the south-facing slopes, but still looking deep in the mountains. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation or sign up for that sustaining monthly membership. And if you're around town today, check out my talk as I go through the last decade of my ski guiding career and some of the mistakes I've made and learned from over the years. I'll be kind of doing a sharing stories through a bunch of photos and videos of about 5 different events that's kind of changed the way I act in the mountains. So check that out. That's going to be at the Liberty at 6:30. I think they're showing something else at 6. I forget what the film is, but check out their website for more information. And the outlook for today. Looking at scattered snow showers and isolated thunder throughout the next 2 days. We have some convective storms we'll look at building throughout the daytime as that daytime heating occurs. And we'll have highs in the 40s in the valleys, and the mountains are going to be in the upper 20s, pushing into the 30s tomorrow. Each day it's going to bump up a little bit in temperatures as this trough exits on Friday, and then we're going to have some nice weather build in for the weekend, and a little disturbance maybe on Monday, Tuesday, but pretty much looking high and dry. Backcountry breakdown. I have not been out in the backcountry, but just reading observations from around the mountains. Looks like we got some dust on crust on south-facing slopes and maybe north-facing slopes below 9,200 feet, where that warm up last week created widespread crust. We did get some new snow. There's 6 inches reported around the northern end of the Smokies. So if you do want to go powder ski, you probably want to get in a spot where it's not wind affected, but also above that melt freeze crust layer. Looking around at morning temperatures, it is close to single digits in Stanley, and we're sitting a little warmer on the Wood River side, 18 to 23 degrees, with the summits being in the single digits. So cold start to the morning. Looking at the infrared, you can see that low is kind of tracking more over to the Midwest. They're going to have some really nasty tornadoes and supercells building today. You can see that happening in that really warm colors. We're going to have some wraparound moisture from that and creating some convective thunderstorm potential, kind of only 10% chance, but let's look at the HRRR. So as daytime heating picks up, you can see lots of isolated, scattered showers picking up. So it's going to be kind of hit or miss where you get snow today, but a good chunk of that happening over in the Sawtooth and Galena Pass, drifting down the Smokies. And then that'll start to clear up overnight as far as showers go, and then it picks up again tomorrow with the same kind of convective nature of just spring showers, where you can be really closed off from visibility for a moment, and then it'll open up again. So nothing real significant there, just a lot of little storms. And I think we're looking at more convection for tomorrow. So 20 to 30% chance of thunder showers in this little thin belt tomorrow. So might hear some thunder snow. This is looking at the day-to-day snow. Look about anywhere from trace to a couple inches of snow today. About the same story tonight, and a little bit harder hitting in the Boulders and Pioneer Mountains tomorrow as that system starts to drag to the east, and looking like we're not picking up much on Friday when that ridging builds into place. This is looking at kind of those two almost 3 day totals. So picking up 4 to 6 inches in the white clouds over to the boulders and Pioneers, picking up 6 to 8 inches. Lost Rivers picking up 8 to 12 inches up high, so kind of a good system for there with that wraparound moisture. Good to see they're getting snow because I haven't really seen too much snow over in the Lost this season. Looking at the 500 millibar chart for the GFS, you can see that huge pocket of this trough we're in now, and that's going to start to move east on Friday, and we'll just have nice weather, high pressure build up overhead, and then Monday we might get clipped with this short wave coming off of this big low in Alaska. Doesn't look like much, and then we're going to just shift into high pressure for the rest of the week, and it's looking like high pressure. So not too much snow happening out there. This is looking ahead, kind of doomy looking, above normal temperatures, below average precip, pretty much for the rest of April. That can always change. There's always storms that come in here and there, but that's overall pattern is going to be hotter and drier for April. And it's certainly looking like that when you're looking down at Haley. By next Friday, we could be approaching 70 degrees. That's kind of crazy to think about with no precip in the forecast. And looking up at Titus Peak, just that little blip maybe on Monday. But yeah, lots of high pressure and temperatures creeping back into the 40s and 50s for the next melting heat wave that will happen next week in the mountains. All right, that's all I got for you today. Hope to see you tonight.